everyone. In this lesson, we're going to cover an introduction to HTML. So let's go ahead and get started. So what is HTML? HTML is not a programming language. It's a markup language. It doesn't have any of the constructs of a normal programming language like variables and loops and logic statements. It is a markup language designed to deliver documents, and HTML was invented in the late 1980s. It's in widespread use across the internet and interacts with billions of computers every day. And in this course, we're just going to look at the basic syntax of HTML so you can get started and understand the basics of the markup language. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It was invented in 1989 by Tim Berners-Lee, who's pictured here, and he was a contractor at the CERN Institute in Switzerland. He originally invented it to share research documentation, and soon after they developed the first web server, which was developed by CERN, and they published instructions on how other institutions could set up their own web servers. Let's look at a brief timeline of the history of HTML. In 1989, as I mentioned, it was developed by Tim Berners-Lee at CERN, and in the years from 1989 to 1994, really the initial release of the 20 basic tags used to display documents and the initial foundation of the markup language. In 1995, HTML 2.0 was released, and that was the first official standard release of HTML. And the World Wide Web Consortium, or WC3, was formed at this time frame to develop and publish web standards, and they still do that to this day. In 1997, HTML 3.0 was released, and it included support for more browsers such as those from Microsoft and Netscape was very popular at the time, and it included new elements such as tables. In 1999, HTML 4.01 had a major release, and it included cascading style sheets, or CSS, which allowed aspects such as text, colors, fonts, and backgrounds to be easily altered. And this was really a major advancement in HTML. And then in 2014, HTML 5.0 was released and represents the major standard today. Minor revisions have been released since this time of HTML 5.1 and 5.2, but HTML5 is really the current standard that is in use today. In summary, we looked at the overall purpose of HTML, and remember, HTML is a markup language and not a programming language. We also looked at a brief history of HTML, and all of this will just give you some context to know where HTML came from, what its basic purpose is, and we'll drill down on more details in the next lessons and then start building some of our own web pages. That's it for this lesson. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for your interest in this video. If you like the material, please click the thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more material like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. That's it for now. Thanks again. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.